Is it a good idea to take pre-workout?
It depends. I do not recommend, and this is coming from somebody who sells a pre-workout. I do
Yeah.
not recommend that people take it for every single workout. I especially don't recommend that you take it every single day. The way I like to use pre-workout is if uh, when I need it. I'll give you an example. Like if Sam's up late, he doesn't want to go to sleep or he's not feeling well, whatever it is, and I'm lacking sleep, or I'm pointing to my right in the study where I normally have my computer where I work on making social media posts, researching. If I stay up late and I'm not able to get a lot of sleep, but I want to go work out the next day, in those instances, I would use pre-workout to give me that little bit of a bump. But I love working out. I love going to lift weights. I don't want to get into the habit of having to take, again, exogenous supplements in order to stimulate me to go do something that I enjoy, because I have a feeling that then it would lose the enjoyment of it, because now I've got to take all these supplements just to get me prepared to do something that I love. So I don't recommend people take it every day. Now, certainly there are people that take it every single day and they still love, and I know that they love going to lift weights or whatever they're using it for, if they're using it for CrossFit or whatever. So it's really individual thing. So my opinion, because you asked me, that I don't think you should be taking it every day. No.
Mm. What are your thoughts on free weights versus machines?
Free weights, anybody wanting new to working out, I prefer to put them in free weights, so they learn how to balance properly and what it actually feels like to have dumbbells in your hand, that if you're doing a dumbbell press and the dumbbells are going back and forth, because or maybe they don't have the wrist strength and everything yet. I want them to learn how to feel that from the beginning.
Mm.
Some people might say put them on machines because then they don't have to worry about that. Well, I wouldn't want them to get on machines, maybe gain experience, and then they go to the free weights thinking, oh, I can do it. This is no problem. I've been doing weights for a while. And then now they're starting from square one, in terms of the free weights. I would rather have them learn on free weights first. And then you can supplement here and there with machines. Machines are really beneficial, in my opinion, if you have an injury, because then,
Right.
especially now they have unilateral. I've torn both my pectoral muscles. So, there's been times where I've had to do like one at a time. When I broke my leg, I was doing one leg at a time, just doing my left leg. So that's what I find. But
Just
the
kept walking around in circles.
like hobble, 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 hobble. I got good with the crutches though, so that was a good tricep workout by you.
Add on to the free weights and correct my thinking if it's wrong. I always thought free weights were a better idea because let's say you're doing a chest press, a free weight chest press, you're actually using smaller secondary muscles for stabilization. So you're almost getting twice the exercise rather than being on, I don't know, a bar, a bench press or a machine press. You're not getting the advantage of using those tiny little muscles to keep the weight steady.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely.
Yeah, I prefer free weights. Yeah, I'm not.
I like them because they look more masculine when you're doing free weights. Instead
Yeah,
of like, hey, let me
yeah,
get in this little machine and go, ooh, ooh. Oh, let me
yeah,
change the pin. It's like, no, there's something masculine about it. All right, I've loaded up this machine, this bar with like, 3 wheels on each side. Wheels is
yeah,
a colloquial term for 45-pound weights if they don't know. And then you got to take it off. It's like, wait a second, let me take off all this weight. You always should be re-racking your weights, but it's like, hey,
always.
or how impressive it is when somebody's done. You're like, hey, can I work in when you're done? And then, yeah, yeah. And then, hey, okay, Lee, I'm going to unrack the weights. No, no, leave those
Yeah,
on. I got
yeah.
to warm
In
up. That's what
fact,
she said.
I'm gonna put another 5 on.
I got to go warm up now. It's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
what? Oh.
yeah. I like it when you're doing squats or whatever, or like I was doing the other day, the deadlifts, and as you pick the bar up, you just see it bounce, you see it flex, and you just go, "Fuck, I'm a beast." I'm not, but you know what I mean.
Like the bar bend, is that what you're talking
Just
about? Like
fucking
the bar?
starts flexing.
Man,
Oh,
I am no deadlifting expert. I actually do one arm deadlifts, which is a whole other thing, but that's kind of like my exercise I love. But they call it, there's actually like deadlift bars that actually have, I think they're made in a power lifter will ever be able to correct me, but I think it's made with more whip. So it actually bends more. So it like easier to lift off the ground or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, there's a whole thing where they make special bars for just for deadlifting and everything. So yeah, there's a
Jesus.
whole science and seems like behind that. But yeah, deadlifts are, as we mentioned before, I love that exercise.
Yeah,
And
there's
that's a masculine exercise. Just like literally lifting the dead weight off the floor. Like,
yeah.
and then,
I
but then you
fucking
got
love
to
it.
accentuate it. If your gym allows it, you have to put what is it? The French, the piste resistance, whatever. I don't speak French, but put the accent on it by just dropping the weight, like boom, and then like, get out of here,
Yeah,
folks.
yeah, yeah. What are your thoughts on dropping weight? Because
I don't
you
like
see it
it.
all the time where people like. I mean, I don't so much because I try and control the weight even when I'm putting it down. But you see people doing the deadlifts, and then as they drop it to do another one, they instead of just putting it down, bang, and then they lift it up again, and bang, and you just think some people don't like that. I mean, I don't give two shits. You're in a gym for a reason, for fuck's sake. But
Well, for
are you a minimum noise kind of guy or?
yes, I mentioned this before on my gym etiquette episode that I used to scream a lot when I go work out, like "Ah, ah," and I had the owner of the gym. Shout out to Roland Gel. I actually met him at a restaurant like about a year ago. He came up to me and he's like, Howard, you can't do that, man. And this was a hardcore gym, and he's like, you're freaking people out. They think you're hurt. But dropping the weights, one, because depending on what type of weights they are, I think the rubber plates, they can take that more because they just bounce. But yeah, you can damage the weight, you can damage the flooring. If you're not like if they don't have padded flooring, but yeah, it makes noise to where you can interrupt other people's workouts because it's it's about being respectful because other people are paying to be there too. It's not just you that is paying to go work out in the gym. Now, on a workout level, well, there's a benefit to the eccentric, the lowering of the weight. Now, when you're talking a deadlift, if you're trying to PR like a deadlift or lifting a lot of heavy weight, lowering that weight is a great way to really hurt yourself too. If you're trying to be like slow and controlled, it's a great way to hurt yourself. You can, but
Mm, yeah,
if you're going super heavy, but yeah, in general, I'm not big on if they're dropping a deadlift that's very, very heavy. I understand like why they would do it, especially with a really heavy weight. But if you're doing, like a dumbbell curl or dumbbell presses or something like that, and you just bam dropping on the ground, I'm like, come on, man, set it down or something. And I could see where if you're doing a dumbbell press, it may be hard because now you have to kind of finagle your way up or something like that. But yeah, curls, flies, things like that. Just set the weight down. Don't drop it.
yeah.